I'm really excited to bring you this video because I had to enter the dating world again, and everyone's out there experiencing this, so it's so important that I address what's going on with texting. I've learned everything I'm about to tell you the hard way. I wish that wasn't true because I have learned everything the hard way. I've made a complete idiot out of myself with texting and not doing it properly. I've learned from making every mistake possible. Eventually, I discovered the secrets. So let's jump right into this. In our contemporary world, texting has 100% influence over whether you get laid or not. It can make all the difference between heartache and feeling like a king when you do it right. And yeah, it's come to this. Passing notes like a little grade schooler back and forth is what dating is all about today. That's what it's come down to. This is what dating is. You have to be able to know when, what, where, how to text. It's 100% true. If you don't get it right, you will lose. With women today, you're going to be judged whether you're a suitable mate or not through texting, at least initially. You used to have to kill a woolly mammoth, and then women would be impressed by you. Now it's the quality of the note you pass. I didn't make these rules. They just exist. We have to live with it and just become great at it. There's no choice. A woman will share and discuss your text with her friends and family, depending on her interest level, because she's getting tons of text messages from other men. They're all going to pass your text messages around. They're going to laugh if it's not done right. They won't even go out with you. Or as you're dating, they will dump your ass based on the quality of your text messages. If you text something they don't like, that is what's going to happen. You know it's true. So what do? You follow these rules, my brothers. Number one, when you're in a texting conversation, never more than 3 sentences. Not for the whole text, but when you're going back and forth, never more than 3 sentences. You stick to this rule. You can talk when you see them in person, or if you're already in a relationship with them, give them a phone call. Don't get stuck in long conversations with a woman on the phone through text, or even when you're talking. It's always best to keep that quick. With texting especially, you can't give a woman a lot of sentences to analyze because she will overanalyze. And the chance of her overanalyzing in a way that makes you look positive are very, very slim, depending on her attraction level. Don't risk it. Stick with rule number 1, and you are going to avoid a ton of problems. Never more than 3 sentences in a text. 1 or 2, best. But never more than 3 sentences. You should really be texting primarily to make plans. You're not going to get to know a woman through texting. That's ridiculous. You're in her domain now. You're in her lair. All women are completely addicted to their phones. You know one that isn't? Well, awesome. I've never known one. They are attached to your phone. They've gotten your text. You don't have to worry about that. But they are completely addicted to the phone. This is their domain. Don't go into that cave. Stay out the edge. Send some messages into the cave. But don't walk in there and do battle in the cave. It's not your domain. And it shouldn't be. If it is, you got to think that through. She's going to be perceiving you like one of her girlfriends. If you have time for long, drawn-out conversations with a woman, especially initially, she's going to lose that initial attraction for you. She's going to see you as one of her girlfriends. Why does this guy have all this time to talk with me? You know, she may be excited at the beginning of the conversation. It keeps going. You keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You're one of her girlfriends now. She is judging everything you're doing. So keep the texting conversations not really a conversation. Keep it short. This will help you. This will give you success. If you relax and you think it's okay to have a long conversation with a girl, her DNA is going to kick in. Hypergamy will kick in. Why does this guy have so much free time? Why isn't he out killing a woolly mammoth? Why isn't he out making money? She won't necessarily think this, but her internal structure, she'll start to lose that attraction for you. Why does he have so much free time? Why is he giving me so much attention? I am putting him lower than me now. He was this cool guy I'm interested and curious about, and he was mysterious, and I wanted to date him. Now he's coming down here. Yeah, I'm going to text this other guy. Do you want that? Because that is exactly what's going to happen. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you're doing this, get ready for some testing. Get ready for some problems that are coming out of nowhere. She won't even know why she's doing this or giving you a hard time. It won't make sense to you logically. What? We don't have any problems. What? You're too much time on the phone. Too much availability. She will find this unattractive for some reason. And she's going to test you and give you problems to see if you're worthy. Stick to that 3-sentence rule. It's simple. 3 sentences. Short texting session. It shouldn't even be a session. I'm afraid to even call it a conversation. I don't want you to get into a conversation over texting. You gotta be careful. Do not walk into the cave. Do not walk into the lion's lair. The lioness's lair. Don't walk in there. It's dark and spooky. She's going to win, and you're going to lose. Number 2, never explain or discuss. You shouldn't explain anyway. You're using logic to talk to someone who's primarily emotional. It's going to make sense to you. Let me explain this. You've heard of mansplaining, right? Let me explain what my feelings are and what my thoughts are on this. Do not do that. Especially in texting, and especially at the beginning of a relationship where you're trying to secure a date with a woman. You operate on logic. She operates on feelings. Never forget that. Never explain or discuss. Which goes back to the 3-sentence rule. You can't explain or discuss if you're just using 3 sentences. So this negates your natural male tendencies to give a logical explanation of things, to let someone know all of your feelings so that they can understand and make a good decision. This is no place. You are texting. This is the emotional world of the female. She is the opposite of you. She is dealing with a whole other world that you don't really comprehend with your logical man brain. Go ahead and write me in the comments. Tell me all the times you explain things logically in a text to a woman, and you wrote the paragraph, and you separated things, and you made sure the lines clearly expressed your thoughts. Tell me in the comments how many times that worked out for you. Tell me all the great results it had. You know how many great results that had? This is what I'm going to see in the comments. 0. You're a man. You want to explain your position in a long text that is succinct and makes complete logical sense to you. Go back and read rule number 1. This will stop you from that male urge of explaining things logically. You're better off posing a vague question, putting the phone down, and going and doing something else. You will get laid 100% more than explaining your logical thoughts. Go ahead and do that. Put the phone down, play some hoops, do some push-ups. If you're working for a company, figure out a business where you can make more money on the side. Don't waste your time. What the heck do you care? It's not what you're after. You want understanding? Come on. Remember, you're a man. You're not one of her girlfriends. Never explain or discuss. Be a man. Be a smart man. Keep it simple and make it easy on yourself. Women want to wonder what you're thinking anyways. They want the mystery. They want the angst and the tension of trying to figure you out. If you're having long conversations and texting, you are robbing her of what she wants. You are essentially being unnecessarily cruel. You've got to understand, she wants to figure you out. She doesn't want to know every thought in your mind. That's when she's talking to her girlfriends. She wants to wonder about you when you're not there. She wants to think, why did he say that? He never, I did all the talking. He didn't really explain that, and I don't really understand that. Yes, that separates you from the herd. She's going to be thinking about you. They don't want to think about that garbage. They want to wonder and fill in the blanks themselves. They love that. It's a great joy. You rob them of this, and you will pay the price. They will make you pay. They are going to take a long time to respond to your text. And if you do it too much and explain too much, they're going to disappear and ghost you completely. Follow these simple rules. Fight the tendency inside you. Number 3, never send a good morning and a good night text. Never send a text, I'm just checking in. They will say they want this, but they will lose respect for you if you do. Let me repeat that again. They will say they want this, but they will lose respect for you if you do. You think, oh, this girl's a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. She's texting me good morning. I would text her good morning back. She's texting me good night. I'm going to text her good night. And then, man, I'll just check in with her during that. She's going to lose complete respect for you. Don't do that. She's putting little breadcrumbs outside the cave. She's setting the trap for you. She's testing you. She's testing you. Oh, John, but she's so sweet. She's texting me in the morning, a little smiley face. No. Don't let your guard down. Don't do this. Never send a good morning and a good night text. Just never do it. You have time for this nonsense? You're not grinding. You're not making your body better. You're not making more money. You're not trying to figure out how to get ahead. She sees you're not doing those things because you have time to say good morning and send her a little emoji face. How long is that going to go on? How long is that going to last? She's going to lose interest. She's going to lose sexual desire for a man like that. It's just in her physical makeup to be disgusted by that. Oh, but she's reaching out. It's so nice. It's wonderful. No, it's not. Don't fall into that trap. Don't pick up those breadcrumbs. Stay away. That doesn't mean you have to be mean. Be kind to her. Be sweet. But that morning and evening text and just checking in and what are you up to, honey? Are you serious? Get on your grind. Go make money. Go jog 2 miles. She wants the best mate. She wants the strongest male. Someone to protect and provide. Go build your body up. Go make more money. That's what she really wants. She wants to feel safe. Have you ever heard a woman say that? They want to feel safe. If you send in a good morning text and sweetie, boopsie, here's some emoji faces for you. Are you going to be able to protect her? She sees that as weak. If you're going to act like one of her girlfriends with a lot of time for chit chat and emoji faces, hypergamy will kick in. The testing will kick in. Suddenly, it's not going to be so easy for you. And this is why. She will become interested in other guys. She will question your relationship. Yes, all from this little things like this. Long texting, good morning text, emojis, all this nonsense that you think she wants. She doesn't want that. Forget what she says. Watch what she does. Watch when the problems come in. You will trace it back to a long text message. You're doing what she says she wants. You're doing what you think is right because you're logical. She's emotional. Never forget that. Number 4. Oh yeah. And this is a good one. And this is one you're not going to get anyplace else but here. Number 4 is texting confusion. Let me repeat that. Texting confusion. You've heard of muscle confusion when you're working out? You don't do the same routine every time. You mix it up, maybe more reps or less reps. If you've been doing a lot of reps, maybe you switch your exercise. You do the same thing every Monday morning, but now you did it this way. You did legs first, but then you did a biceps. Then you used to do biceps first, and now you do this. You fluctuate. You change up your routine, and it gets your muscles to grow. It works. It's the same with texting. Like I said earlier, texting is the woman's domain. They don't have that physical strength. They have to develop other ways to weed out and find the best male to mate with. So they develop this testing to see. They're like a little deer, a little doe, or a little baby rabbit out in the field. You're like, oh, look at that. It's beautiful. You get a little closer, and they just move a little bit away. You get a little closer, just a little way. Then they let you get close, and then they scamper off. And you're like, what did I do? Little rabbit, little bunny rabbit just runs away. And then you're like, and you start to walk away. And then they're at the edge of the forest. Then they come back into the field again. You're walking away, and they come back into the field. Where's that buck? Where's that giant stag? Where is he? And then it starts over again. You want to have the conversation. You want to set the date. You want to have the dinner. You want to come home. You want to get laid, and you want to go to sleep, and you want to do the same thing the next day. We all want that. If you want all that, you need to do this. And a lot of people on the internet are they're going to recommend this. How many times have you heard this? When a girl texts you, you don't want to be thirsty. You want to wait 2 or 3 days before you respond. How many times have you heard that? Well, you got to wait 2 or 3 days. Well, guess what? She's smart, right? It's her domain. She knows what you're doing. She knows you're waiting 2 to 3 days. Women are sophisticated and experienced with texting. So what do? You don't want to appear weak and needy, right? So that's why everyone waits. I'm going to wait 3 days. I'm going to count on, I'm going to wait, and it's painful, I'm going to wait. She texts you out of the blue. You respond immediately. Who responds immediately? Right, thirsty dudes, right? But you're not a thirsty dude. So there's a new category. She texts, you respond immediately. But it comes down to what you respond with. Respond with something completely unexpected. She's talked to 50, 100 guys. They all want the same thing, right? So she's coming out into the forest, and she's into the field, and she's running back to the forest. Into the field and back into the forest. She's sucking you in to that pantomime. You don't want to be involved in that. So when she texts you out of the blue, you text her back right away. But you don't text her what she expects. You don't text her with those thirsty guys. Hey, how's it going, Michelle? What are you up to, right? What's your weekend look like? Yeah, she's falling asleep over there. You want mystery. You want challenge. You want to give her something she could sink her teeth in and tell her friends about. So what can you do? Use your brain. Get creative. Here's an idea. Text her desert island. Tacos or tequila. Was she expecting that? She just reached out and said hi. You write back, hey, desert island, tacos or tequila. All girls love tacos. Have you been on a dating app? They all write the same thing. They want adventure and tacos. And margarita. I want a taco. They all love tacos. So that's already a win there. By mentioning tacos, you have this great association, something she loves. There isn't a girl on a dating app who doesn't like tacos. And then you say tequila. Tacos or tequila. What's the association with tequila? A wild time. No one's like, let's relax with a tequila shot. No, they say, let's relax with a glass of wine. You want to come over for a glass? No. Desert island, taco or tequila. What does that say about you? What thirsty guy who's trying to go through I'm going to have this conversation. I'm going to try to make a date with this girl. I'm going to try to get her out for a drink or dinner, and then I'm going to try to get her later. And I'm going to try to... Yeah, you just broke all that up. That's texting confusion. Use your brain. Get creative. Don't do what other guys are doing. Don't wait the 3 to 5 days, the 2 weeks, whatever you're thinking that makes you a stud. She's got 100 other guys calling her. Texting confusion. When she writes back with a response, right? You're never going to guess this. You disappear. You're a cloud of smoke. I think I picked, tequila because blah, blah, blah. Oh, definitely tacos because of blah, blah, blah. And then she's waiting for you to write something right back. Yeah. She's waiting for you now. No, you're not there. You're gone. You're gone. It's confusing as all hell. She will be thinking about you night and day. Put that phone down, leave that little blue ball on blue, and get the hell out of the house. Go do stuff. Do not respond. That's texting confusion. Do you see the beauty in that? You gotta have balls though. You gotta have your cojones to do this. Because your normal reaction is gonna be like, hey, I got her. She's, she like that. Tacos and tequila. She okay, yeah. I think you're so cool, Daniel. Yeah, that's okay. What a great question. I think I'd do this and that. And she's like, yeah. Oh, I gotta write back to her because she's, I got her now. Yeah, I'm gonna set the date. Don't you dare do that. Don't do that. This is her domain. You've just flipped the tables. She will be thinking about you. Give her time to think about you. Do not respond. You got busy. Something came up at work. I don't know what it is. You suddenly felt like a dude and you wanted to get out and make more money. You wanted to do important things with your time. Go talk to some other girls. Do anything else. Get the hell away from your phone and let this simmer. She will be confused by this. She may even be a bit hurt. Where'd this guy go? Who does he think he is? Oh, God. Gold. And that's the gold you're going to want, because that's the gold you're going to be able to cash in on. She will just be thinking about you constantly. What guy does this? He responded quickly. She's ready for now he's going to ask the date. Now he's going to do that. And another jerk. Well, you're not a jerk anymore. You've just raised yourself up to top of the heap of those 5, 10, 20 guys she's talking to, getting validated by. You just disappeared, man. That's poetry. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need six-pack abs. You don't need a Lambo. Texting confusion. You're way up on the competition now. She is going to be thinking about you. You have created mystery by doing the unexpected. You have created challenge. You have engaged her emotions. She will wonder about you now. That is good. That is her favorite thing to do. Fight the urge to get the date. Fight that urge at this point. She may even double text you. Yeah. She might end up with that complete role reversal and feeling a little insecure. And she may double text you. Where did you go? Oh, yeah, because there's no sweeter text. Where did you go? When the conversation resumes, just ignore what you did. Don't bring up that conversation. Don't make an excuse. Don't apologize. Like it never happened. It's not even in your brain anymore. You forgot about that. Wait a week or two. When the conversation resumes, text her back something like, found a great new place. You should come out. So, new place. That's mysterious and exciting. New place. You didn't say where or what. She can't even look it up. New place. Mysterious and exciting. You should come out is brilliant because you didn't really say when or where. You should come out. When? She doesn't know. It's confusing. What do I, I'm a girl. What do I even respond? She's not sure what you mean, so it's kind of exciting. It's exciting, confusing, and it's spur of the moment. It has all of these, elements that engage her emotions. This is when you set the date. She's going to be open to going out with you at that point. She is ready to feel the relief of finally getting to meet with you and go out with you. She's ready for that emotion. Women want to experience all the emotions. And you're doing that with this texting confusion. You're allowing her to feel these emotions that she craves. So set the date without a lot of back and forth. This is texting confusion. Don't overanalyze the stuff. If she isn't texting you back, guess what? She's probably busy texting other dudes. They keep a lot of other dudes hanging on. There's a pack now. So she has seen your text. You don't ever have to double text. Then you're in the cave with her and she's slapping you around. You don't ever have to do that. Save yourself those kind of problems. Let her test you. Let her go through that. And let these tests just bounce off you. You're busy. You're doing this. You're doing texting confusion. You're writing short messages. You're not sending emojis. You're being a smart man. It isn't as hard as you think. You just get wrapped up in that domain, that emotional domain, and the testing and trying to figure out which way to go. That's why you turn the tables with texting confusion. You know, she really wants to see if you're a man or if you're going to fold under pressure. She's trying to see if you're going to play her game. And if you do, she'll lose interest. She'll scamper out of the field and go to the edge of the forest. And if you run after her and go into the forest, she's not going to turn around. And if you continue texting conversation and you're asking where she went, you're doing all that, she thinks you're a loser if there's too much back and forth. That's what she thinks. She's judging everything. You know, it was real big for a while. People were like, no judgment, no judging. And, you know, I don't judge people. You know, guess what? That's a bunch of women are constantly judging you, everything you're saying, everything you're writing. They're judging their friends. You ever walk down the street with another girl and other girls are approaching this way? Maybe they're out with another guy. Maybe it's a group of girls. Do you ever watch them? They look at the girl you're with and they look up and down. They check out her shoes. They check out her dress. And very quickly in their mind, they're comparing her themselves to the girl you're with. They're comparing their man to you, but primarily they're looking up and down. They're judging that woman. And then they're judging you. Yeah, we're supposed to pretend like that's not true. And everyone's like, hey, it's no judgment, judgment-free zone. I don't have any right to judge anybody. That's a bunch of, everybody's judging everybody else. Whether being nice about it or not, I don't know. But everybody's judging everybody else. And if you follow this pattern, if you follow what I've set up here, if you disappear mid-conversation, she doesn't get a chance to control the situation anymore. She doesn't get a chance to take you through the normal paces of testing. Do you like that? Do you like all that testing? You want to go mess around with that? No. I have to use a fishing metaphor. You bait the hook, you throw it out into the pond. You got a little bobber. It's going up and down the water just a little. Wait till it goes under. Then you ask for the date. Wait till that bobber goes under. Just be patient with these initial situations. When you respond quickly and disappear, be patient. Give that fish a chance to take that bait fully and pull that bobber down underneath the surface of the pond. It helps to have some other women to be texting while you're doing this. If you're just fishing for one fish, or however you want to put it, you're going to be hyper-focused. You're a man. You're hyper-focused. Let's do this. I got a list. I'm going to check things off. I'm going to get it done. We're going to go out. I'm going to get laid. I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah. Stop that. So having some other women to text is going to be helpful. She is texting plenty of men. All this testing is about your emotional strength. And you are displaying your emotional strength by following these rules I've set up in this video. Are you strong enough to be ignored by her? Are you strong enough to be jerked around? She wants to know this. So you're smart. I just told you. Why not have fun with this? Why not have fun? She is definitely playing a game. She wants you to win so she can select you. This is how you need to look at it. She can't select you if you don't win. She wants the strong male. And you are going to give her that strong male by doing this. Watch this video again. Pass it around to your friends that keep complaining about you can't get laid. Or they get one date but they never get a second one. Or they can't even get a first date. Pass this around. Help your brothers out. It is not easy. But if you learn about female nature, if you recognize your own nature, you can improve. Like anything else in life, you can get better at this. If this makes sense to you and you get something out of this, go ahead and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you try and what works and what doesn't work. I'd love to hear it. And I'll see you in the next video.